Yes, ma'am.
I didn't think about it all week because I didn't know the biblical question,
Right on.
but from what I have learned and from what I practice all the time now, I think the traitor in all of us is our thoughts because it lies all the time. And we have to stop ourselves constantly from doing the wrong things so we can try to do the right things. And it just doesn't work. So the traitor in us is the thoughts
Okay. Amazing.
that we have to battle.
Yes, ma'am. Have you discovered a traitor in you?
Yes, a long time ago.
And what does it look like?
I would have to agree, kind of tag along what she said. Definitely thoughts and just thrills. For me, I learned that I get a thrill off of being in a bind, like getting myself in binds.
A lot of people love that.
Like
They
when it's
love
happening.
to put themselves in bind and get the thrill from it.
Yes, like
And then they love
constantly.
going out there, oh, I'm in such a bind. They love it. But go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I learned. That's would be one of my biggest traitors, along with thoughts, would be that too.
Right on. What has it been like since you discovered how evil you are? Now that you're seeing it, what's it like for you?
Oh wow, it's been so interesting because the other day I went to this show and a bunch of my classmates went as well. And I just like sitting by myself. Like, it's not because I'm sad or I
Right.
look scared. I just like sitting by myself. And one of my classmates was like, Shaw, do you want to sit over here? And she just looked so like feeling bad for me.
Yeah.
And it came out so naturally, and I was like, no, thank you. And a while
Nice.
ago, that used to be really hard for me. I just give in, just sit by them just so they wouldn't, I don't know, feel weird or, I'm not being mean.
All human beings have that fear. That's a fear, and they're controlled and dictated by that fear. And the fear would have said to them, oh, they're going to think something wrong if you
Yeah.
sit here by yourself. Or they're going to think something wrong if you say, no, thank you, I want to sit by. And that fear won't let them, it'll make them sit with the crowd before sitting alone. Absolutely. Nice.
Yeah. So that was one of the examples of like, oh, wow, like, it is what it is. I'm a little loose. I'm a little loose screwed.
Right on.
It's okay.
Stay with it. Really, stay with it. Yes, sir. Did I see your hand? Yeah. Okay.
So the question made me look for it for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So something's coming
Right
from
on.
it, right? So even as I'm explaining this, it's not because, oh, this is it. I know it. It's like, because the first thing I thought was, oh, isn't the traitor the thoughts? But now it's got me thinking, no, the thoughts are the demons, but the traitor in me is making me think that's the part of me that reacts to the thought.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's like, hey, I know better, and it's like, yeah, gossip about this guy. This is your chance to say your piece about this person.
Yeah.
And then I go, yeah, so that guy, he doesn't like me, and this is why, and I give into it. So the traitor tells me, the traitor is the one who reacts to the thoughts. That's
Okay.
what I'm thinking.
Amazing. Okay. Interesting. Yes, ma'am. Why are you so deep in your head right now?
So I was thinking a lot about
Okay.
what he said. I feel the same way, that I'm like, that I'm easily swayed to want to take sides with the thoughts. And I did, like a week ago, I sided with my thoughts. So I agree with how he put it. So I'm
Okay.
just deceiving it's like I'm deceiving, going against what I know is untrue. I'm like, I was agreeing with something, and I don't know exactly how to say it, except that I seen something, I thought it was I put my opinion about it, and then I didn't give myself any space in between watching it
Yeah.
when I already had a reaction to it,
Absolutely.
and I loved every minute of it. Terrible.
Amazing. Huh? All for the thrill.
Yes.
What a mess. It's amazing. We all have the same problem. There are no new problems. Every human being has the same problem. And we're so dumb and stupid. Can I say human beings are stupid and dumb? And yet we think we're smart, especially if you have a degree. Oh, Lord, don't give us a degree. You're like the cat meow and just as dumb as a doorknob. Isn't that amazing? But you're right. You're right about that. Absolutely right. Amazing. Huh? Good. Did I see anything else about that?
No, that's it.
Did I see your hand? Okay. And then hate, hand. Human beings are so stupid? Really? Human beings are dumber than dumb. They don't know it. They put the dumber in dumb and made a movie. Have you seen the traitor in you?
Yes.
And what did it look like?
Like liar, very judgmental,
Yeah,
choosing sides.
yeah. You got to live a
much.
life of not choosing sides if you want to be free.
Yeah.
I was talking to Francisco the other day, and one thing he doesn't choose sides anymore. You were not meant to take sides.
Yeah.
You weren't created for that reason. You're not supposed to take sides with your family, your friends, your coworker, or anyone. You're never supposed to do that. Very good point.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Just all these other emotions that I began to feel throughout the week on Monday, actually. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've had to do the silent prayer so many times this week that it's like insane because I would feel myself go unconscious and just become somebody that I'm not.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
That's why God said, pray without ceasing. And don't forget to pray. Don't
Yep.
forget to be present, to be with
Yep.
Him.
Yep.
Right here, right now, at all times.
yeah.
Because if you don't, that's what happens. You go right back into hell.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Literally.
Yes, sir. Did I see your hand?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
just to answer the question about the traitor.
Yeah, have you seen the traitor in you?
Yes,
And what it look like?
it looks like everything. It looks like a peaceful thought, something practical with emotions tied to it, just burning emotions. Like the second I don't even open my eyes, I'm just awake. Like my eyes aren't even open and I already feel the thoughts cooking.
Yeah.
And it's just ready to steer me down the wrong path. So I'm getting a lot better at catching it. So
Right on.
now
You
that I
gotta
see
catch
it, it's
it.
just
Yeah.
right in front of me.
Amazing. Hey, did you have a question from online?
No.
Oh, you had your hand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that what we're doing to others, we're doing to ourselves.
100%.
It seems like what you think others are doing to you, you're doing to them and yourself.
When you think you can only hurt somebody, it's like one lady was here last Sunday, she said that when she walked into her office, she's thinking about what people are thinking about her, and she has to dress a certain way. That's not really happening. And if it is happening, it's only happening to her. It's happening to the people who are thinking it,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But it's not happening to the other person unless they think it's happening. It's really not happening at all to you unless you think that it's happening.
But it is your attitude towards them.
Yeah.
It becomes your attitude towards them.
Meaning what?
Meaning that's how you start treating them because you think that they're
Absolutely.
doing something to you.
If you walk into the office and you think somebody's judging your fro, you're going to get mad. And the people probably not even think about your fro. Or they may think, oh, you have a nice fro. But you'll get mad and now you're going to throw your fro all around the office. You're going to walk through the office with a big pin, George Floyd pin in your head, trying to prove something. That what you mean?
Yeah, I said something this week to somebody, or last week, and they didn't respond. And my mind went crazy, just judging the person.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
and just in my imagination about why the person didn't respond or whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's how the devil operates. Big Bomb, you see the traitor in you?
Yes.
And what does it look like? An example.
The two words that came to me were judgment and lying. Lying or liar. Yeah.
Amazing, huh? That's another thing. You were not created to judge at all. You're not created to judge. And you can avoid judging if you wanted to, even now. All you have to do is not listen to the thoughts. That's all you do. Stop listening to the thought, no judgment. And you're going to be able to see what's going on because God would allow you to see. That's your protection. He looks after us, right? By allowing us to see. But He doesn't want you to have an opinion about it. Opinions are evil. Are evil. Absolutely evil. You could see the wife, you could see your wife beating you. And you say, oh, my wife beating me. She beat me to death. Ouch. But don't hate her. Don't have an opinion about it. And it'll work itself out. It really will. I know I see a cup ahead. I got to do it really fast. Yes, ma'am. And then here.
The traitor also looks like an urge to control outcome.
It is a traitor.
To control. It also looks like shame sometimes.
Yes.
And the idea of thinking that I'm the one who is ashamed rather than there's a shame demon or whatever it
Yes.
is. But I wanted to ask a question regarding...
You can't.
Huh?
I
you can't.
You can hear.
I can't hear. Can I
Yeah.
ask a question?
No.
No.
All the time. Make it short and fast. And give her a one-word answer.
Okay.
Whoever she's about to talk to.
Doing things
Oh,
to
you want to ask
yourself.
me the question?
Ask you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. When you say when you do something, you're doing it to yourself.
Right.
I'm not fully making sense of what you mean.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it before.
Right.
But it makes no sense.
When you're judging your fellow man, oh, she thinks she's something. You're talking about you. And you're one with the devil, and the devil give you those ideas, and you're burning in hell. All that judgment you have about others, you're having the pain behind it. The person you're judging is not having the pain. You're having the pain.
So you're speaking is like the demon is speaking of you of what's going on in your still it still doesn't make sense because
Okay, well, smoke on it.
okay.
I ain't got time to make it make sense. Because of time.
Okay.
But it's a good question. It's not a bad question at all. I just don't have the time. It looks like you're going to be difficult right now. Real fast, sir.
Well, I feel like I've learned that all my problems are my own creation, that I've been self-sabotaging my whole life. That I before I learned that I was self-sabotaging,
Right.
I would blame others. That
I
was
see.
my form of judgment. Just say, no, that person is the reason why that's happening to me. But
Well, you're a little off in that you have never created a problem. You have never caused a problem.
right,
You have never had anything to do with it except you agreed with it and went along with the devil. Because everything that has happened to you was evil. Spirits in you, in the mind, making you do the things you've done. God has never judged you for anything because He knows that something else is driving you. You just don't know it because you have identified with it. You think your anger is you. You think robbing that bank is you. You think your wife is dead under the porch because you buried her under the ground there is you. It was never you. You were influenced. You think the so-called good things you think and feel is you. It's not. You were
Right.
influenced.
right,
So you can't take responsibility for any of that. Your only responsibility, you got to watch you, and
Okay.
not you. That's the only responsibility you have.